Jordan City.
You're on mute.
Okay, we're about to make Havdolo. Yes, we were muted because we were having conversations off screen. Okay, Shavua Tov, everyone, and welcome to Havdolo. Off we go, and then we'll share a story. And just a reminder that you do need your own wine or grape juice at home, really, and candle and spices to join in as well. Right, okay. Eftach v'lo yevchod ki azim v'zimras yo Adonai v'yehi li l'yeshua u'shaftem mayim v'sasoim mimaynei ha'yeshua L'Adonai ha'Yeshua alamcha b'chasecha tzela Adonai. Iskav lanu le'Yaakov sela Adonai tzava'is Adam Ashrei Adam b'teyach bach Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Yadeinu B'yom Kareinu LaYehudim HaYesod Eira v'simcha V'sasoin mika Kein yelonu Kas Yeshua Yisesa Uvashem Adonai Yekra Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'orei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'orei minei v'samim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'orei mi'arei ha'esh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh l'chai ben or l'chai ben Yisroel l'yolamim ben yoim hashavim l'sheishes yemei hamaseh. Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh l'chai.
Hello.
Okay, Shavua Tov to everyone watching.
Shavua
Just a
Tov,
quick
Rabbi.
story, as has become customary.
This is Michael here.
Sorry, somebody spilled wine on the computer keyboard. Okay, so there's a custom. Are you in this? There's a custom some people may have come across that when you say the first line of Shema, you say Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, and people elongate the word Echad slightly, like Echad. So you're not supposed to elongate it too much, but a lot of people do that. The extra kavanah, God is one. Echad. Other people do that when they say Shema. So the story goes that there was a certain fellow who used to do this all the time. It's what they used to call in Yiddish a pasha to Yid, a simple Jew in the sense of not simple in the sense of intellectually, but just a straightforward Jew with simple faith in God, true faith in God. And he would do this. So he would say, when he said Shema, he would say Echad with great concentration and great kavanah. So one time the rabbi invited him for Seder, and they were going around reading different parts of the Seder, and they got to the four sons. And in the text of the four sons, it says Echad Chacham, one son who is wise, Echad Rasha, one who is wicked, etc. And this chap happened to be given that section of the Haggadah to read. So he starts off, he goes, the Torah speaks of four sons, and he says, Echad Chacham, one wise, Echad Rasha, one wicked, and so on. So after the Seder, the Rav says to him, whatever, Rabbi, whatever his name was, he says, it's interesting, your whole shtick that you do with the Echad and the one, and it's Hashem. He says, I can understand for the wise son is learned in Torah, for the wise son that you could compare him to Hashem, Echad, it makes us think of God. But the wicked son, you're mentioning Hashem with the wicked son. So the chap says to the Rav, Echad Rasha means a wicked son, He says, Rasha, short for Ribbonai Shal Olam, Reshin Ayin, master of the universe. Right? And the Rav says, this is very good, very good. He says, even the wicked son also is created in the image of Hashem. It's not saying Hashem is wicked, but in the same way the wise son has a oneness with Hashem, so does the wicked son. Even the wicked son has a place in God's eyes. Very important lesson for us. It said in the Perek that we studied today, the ethics of the fathers, the Pirkei Avot, it said that we have a special quality as we were created in the image of God. And not only that, but it even tells us that I've created man in my image. This is a big honor that we are created in God's image, every human being. And, we're talking a lot about lives mattering at the moment. Every life matters. Why? Because we're all created in God's image. Yes, even the wicked son, not just the wise son. Every single person has that spark of godliness in them and that humanity in them. And that alone reminds us Hashem is not only with the wise son and the great scholars and the pious, but even amongst the, if you like, the lowest of the low, says God is also present. God is present in everyone. Doesn't matter who they are and what their qualities are. They could be the wicked son with no redeeming features, and they still have a connection to the one God. And that alone, their humanity, whoever they may be, whichever son, makes them worthy of respect and consideration, makes their life of value. Doesn't matter which son you are. Very important lesson. All the sons have equal value before God. I wish everyone Shavua Tov, have a wonderful week. Thanks for watching.